Hey, I'm Mr. Beast, and I make educational content like counting to 100,000, spending 24 hours on a mountain, making YouTubers sit in a circle for a day, making my friends sit in cereal. And that's just the surface of my academic catalog. But besides that, I'm here at the YouTube headquarters, and I'm going to give you guys 3 tips. Tip number 1 is to go above and beyond in everything you do. When you go the extra mile, viewers just really notice. Like anything, they just can tell, and it'll make them more inclined to click on videos in the future when they feel like you put a lot of effort into your videos. Here's 100 grand.
Thanks, man.
My second tip would be don't be afraid to delegate. I film my videos with a lot of my friends, and honestly, it's just a lot of fun to have them around. And, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, and I used to do it by myself. I can honestly say, like, if I was still doing this by myself, just mentally, it would just be a lot more challenging, and things are just a lot more fun when you have friends around and you just have people to help you in general.
Take your camera back.
Okay. My third and final tip would be don't be afraid of data. A lot of people just get scared of it, and if you're one of those people, you open it up and you don't even know what numbers to pay attention to, I'd advise you just start off by looking at your average view duration. You can literally see a line graph of where people click off. So if your videos are like this and every time you sneeze you lose 20% of your viewership, cut out the parts where you sneeze, or just identify things like that. Sometimes it's not as obvious, but just wherever viewership leaves the video, just make notes why and just try to correct it. I would start off by doing that and then familiarize yourself with other data points, but that's the easiest one to fix. And that's it for my 3 tips. Make sure you subscribe to me here, and more importantly, subscribe to YouTube Creators Channel, the channel you're watching right now. And I don't know if it's here, but if it's not, press down there. Unless it's here, then someone put it in end screen, and good for them. Yeah. Hope you guys have a good day.
Here's the key to making money on YouTube, guys. The size of your audience does not determine how much money you actually make here on YouTube. It doesn't. YouTube doesn't pay you for subscribers. But let's say you had around 3,000 subscribers. How much money could you earn from that? Well, here at this channel, Video Creators, when this had only 3,000 subscribers, it was generating about $10,000 a month. However, a friend of mine has over 1 million subscribers, and that person is literally only making a few $100s a month. What I want to do in this video is share with you some stories about creators who have relatively small subscriber counts and are literally earning millions of dollars a year on YouTube. I want to talk with you guys about how you can do the same as long as you do what they do. That's coming up.
Por fin pude crear este stream de YouTube. Cada vez se pone más difícil. No sé por qué. Es una vaina. Oh. Llego. ¡No! ¡Uy! Estaba atrás mío nomás. Puta madre, no lo vi, weón. Estaba tan cerca. Che su madre. Ay, haberme alejado un poco más. Salo.
Hey guys, welcome to Video Creators. My name is Tim Schmoyer, and here we are all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message live. Unfortunately, there is a common misconception among creators on YouTube that once you get to a certain audience size and subscriber level, that the money just somehow just appears, and it doesn't. In fact, I worked with one creator who had over 6 million subscribers on YouTube, and their channel was earning less than this channel was, with at that time around 150,000 subscribers. But on the other hand, I know a creator who has only a few thousand subscribers and they are earning over $2 million a year. Yes, $2 million a year. How did that even happen? Well, in his case, he's actually an insurance agent, and he talks about different insurance plans in his videos, and whenever one of his videos leads to a sale, he gets compensated for that, leading up to over $2 million in revenue with only a few thousand subscribers. But you're probably not an insurance agent. I know I'm not. So how does that work for us? Well, the general principle is still the same, and it's this. Do not leave your monetization strategy in YouTube's hands. Just don't do it, especially if you're banking on AdSense. Like, that's a system you don't control, and it's the best way to make the least amount of money on YouTube. And it's stressful too, going from month to month trying to keep your views up, because if your next videos don't perform as well, then you're gonna earn less the next month, and it's just not the kind of life I wanna live. Let's do some simple math, and I think that you'll agree that there's a much better way to do this. Let's just assume maybe you make $2 per 1,000 views through AdSense. Some channels make a lot more, some channels do a lot less, but for the sake of our example, we'll just say $2 per 1,000 views. And let's say that you have a $30 product that you'd like to sell. And each time you pitch that product naturally as a part of your content, you convert about 1% of your audience into a sale. 1% of 1,000 views is 10 sales. At 10 sales at $30 each, that's $300 for 1,000 views for the same 1,000 views that YouTube would otherwise $2 for. And actually, that is my math for my $30 ebook called 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel, which you can find linked up down below if you're interested in checking it out. If you do that kind of math on your channel, you can earn a full-time income much sooner, much more quickly than you could if you're just doing AdSense and brand deals alone. Because now we're actually talking about the potential to do over $1,000 per video if you have a few thousand engaged, loyal fans there on your channel. This isn't just something that works on my channel. This can absolutely work for you too. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I got an email from Jenny Champion, who wrote and said this. Hi Tim, I'm Jenny. I just had to message you. I finally started making videos, and on my third one, I sold a $99 diet plan with only 143 views. I instantly thought of you and your 1% conversion on your $30 ebook when you first started. This is amazing. Yes, and that's exactly how this works. Here she is with only 3 videos and 143 views, and she already made $99. With this type of approach, you don't even need to wait for YouTube to enable monetization on your channel. You can just dive in and start making money on your channel right away, because you have not only a plan to deliver good value to your audience, but you also have a plan of how to capture good value from your audience. That could be maybe with channel memberships, with Patreon, digital products. Maybe you're gonna sell some kind of online community or events and meetups, or maybe an online course or something else. You need to know exactly what value you're providing through your channel. You need to know exactly who wants that value that you're providing. And then you need to sell 10x that value in a format people are willing to pay for, just by naturally integrating that into your content. And that really seems to be the skill that a lot of creators kind of get nervous about, is like, I don't want to sell, I don't want to feel sleazy or too pushy, or I don't want, like, you know, I get it. We're going to talk more about that in future videos, but let me maybe give you an example right now of maybe what that could look like. I have a 50-minute training here on YouTube called how to 150x your YouTube income with a business plan. And it is a step-by-step process you need to follow in order to get the kind of earnings that some of these other creators are making on YouTube. So to answer our question, how many subscribers do you need in order to make $1,000 a month on YouTube? Well, not very many. In fact, I think you could do it with less than 1,000 subscribers with a business plan wrapped around your content. So click this video and I'll see you guys over in the next one.
So what are the best ways to make money on YouTube this year? YouTube has made some major changes this year that have been affecting people's revenue, but the good news is I've got some fresh money-making strategies and 3 case studies on how to earn $1,000 plus per month on YouTube coming up. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Think Media, bringing the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tech and camera reviews, as well as tips and strategy videos, just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So if you're watching this video, you've probably heard about some of the drama that's been happening on YouTube with what is known as the adpocalypse that really started in 2017, went through multiple phases, and then even the recent policy change that has been affecting a lot of smaller creators, affecting revenue, and then there's always constant changes with YouTube's algorithm and things like that. And so it brings up the question, what are the best ways to earn and make money on YouTube in 2018? And recently, we did a deep dive YouTube masterclass going through a lot of different tips and strategies for YouTube, but part of that training was on 3
Puta, no lo mató. Oh. ¿Cómo? Miércoles, no lo mató. Jodas.
specific ways to earn $1,000 per month on YouTube, and a lot of case studies of creators like you and like me that are crushing it in creative ways to really build their income. So let's jump into the training right now from that masterclass, and then I'll see you right after the content. Let's talk about 3 creative ways to earn an extra $1,000 per month on YouTube. 3 creative ways to earn an extra $1,000 per month on YouTube. And I'm excited to talk about YouTube ads first, right? So you've probably been here for a while, and if you've been here for a while, maybe you already have a YouTube channel, you're already doing some YouTube ads. This might be some repeat a bit, but let's just go through it. This is how they work. The typical CPM, it could be different in different areas, different niches, different places around the world. And CPM means cost per milli. It essentially means that you get $2, this is the average, for every 1,000 views you get. It's important to know this math, because then if you just think about how much income you'd want to earn if you were only focusing on YouTube ads, just do the math, right? That's an average. It might be less. Sometimes it could be a lot more, and we actually have a good example of that. So if your goal is to earn $1,000, you would need 500,000 views to get $1,000. Now, I really want to hit this hard. You might be here and you've already heard about the policy change for the monetization program on YouTube. If you haven't heard about it, what YouTube did to combat some controversy with ads showing up on videos that weren't really advertiser friendly, they've changed the program to now, to be a part of it, you need 4,000 hours of watch time and you need 1,000 subscribers over the past year. Now, I've heard people saying, I understand this is discouraging for some, but I've heard some people saying outrageous things, saying like, YouTube is dead, the ship is sinking, oh my gosh, now it's impossible to succeed on YouTube. There couldn't be anything further from the truth based on this fact. But let's just do the math of these numbers. So let's assume, and I understand this is just rough, but let's assume, because it is kind of an average on YouTube, that the watch time of any video is about 3 minutes. So if the average view equals 3 minutes, I understand this is not perfect, but it's just illustrative. I know you're with me. If the average view is 3 minutes, to get 4,000 hours of watch time, you would need 240,000 minutes. This is to just qualify for the YouTube AdSense program. So you would need 80,000 views. Got it? So that's a lot, but it is manageable. And here's what your income would be off of a $2 CPM. $160. And here's just kind of what I want to say. For people, like, I don't want to minimize that $160 is important money, but if you're willing to give up on your dreams for $160, well, then you probably shouldn't be going for this anyways. Because let's play a bigger game here. Can I just talk straight? Let's realize that, like, that's just going to be a drop in the bucket of your journey on YouTube, that you can get through that initial curve and realize that, like, the math on even what you would earn by the time you got to that place is $160. Like, just go get a job and make the money somewhere else. You probably already have a job, and focus on building your influence and monetizing in other ways, because that's really just what it breaks down to, right? That's what it takes to get through that initial push. So ultimately, YouTube is my least favorite way to, or YouTube ads is my least favorite way to earn money on YouTube, and something that for years I just considered as like a tip jar. I was like, I'm just not going to focus on it because it doesn't add up to that much. But if you want to do the key strategy, you need to get a lot of views. Maybe that's obvious, but again, that's the way. If you're going to make money with YouTube ads, you need tons and tons of views. The good news is there's tons of people crushing it that have small views, but they're monetizing in other ways, and that is our goal here. But I promised you, right, some cases. James, he's from Ecom Insiders, part of our program called Video Ranking Academy. Look at this, he got $1,000, a little bit over of earnings in a month's time, and only on 162,000 views. I just want to illustrate this because he has an extremely high CPM. I said normally 1,000.
Cerca, cerca. Pregunto si había más o no. Ojalá que no, si no estuviera muerto ahorita. Uy, carajo, toma esa hueá. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hay gente. Ay, qué hago. Ay, para ahí no atajamos. ¡No! Salado. Un lechero. Agarró justo después de matarlo. Bueno.
Views gets $2. He gets about $15 for every 1,000 views. Why? Because of the niche that he's in. And we don't have much time to go very deep into this, but one thing to do with YouTube ads is if you can really niche your channel down and go into certain niches that have higher CPMs, you can start earning some decent money. But check this out. By the way, I have to say this, and we have a bunch of case studies in this. These results, are not typical. These results take hard work, action. Any of the illustrations in this are here for illustrative purposes. They're not a I know you know I'm not promising you that this is what you can make, but it's not a promise of what you can earn. Because also, I don't know if you're going to take action or not. Like, I don't know what your circumstances are, where you're starting, if you're even going to post videos, right? But saying that, check out what James said. My ad revenue accounts for about 3% of my income on social media. Just let that sink in. This is one of the biggest things I want you to get in this masterclass. I want you to stop thinking, honestly, small, just about YouTube ads, trying to get views and subscribers. I want you to think bigger about playing a bigger game, building a business around yourself and around your YouTube channel. And you do the math yourself. James is killing it, right? And we'll talk about kind of how later. But, just 3% of his income is coming from ads, right? And here's my YouTube journey back around 2013. As I was going into that year, here's YouTube ads. I made about $66 one month. But that same month, what you can see here, because you get paid out 3 months later on affiliate marketing, just so you know for the continuity of that. Look, 4x higher. So YouTube ads did about $66, but when I was just starting, I did $259 with affiliate marketing that month. So here's the thing. If the policy change was happening then, I would have been bummed that I didn't get that $66, but it doesn't have to stop you. No one is stopping you. That's something to keep in mind. You can just crush it, go all in, monetize in different ways. So the second way I want to talk about is affiliate marketing, because it's literally the best, in my opinion, way to get started, especially if you don't have a product yet, you don't have something else happening yet. Amazon Associates is a great one. There's Amazon in multiple different countries that you can sign up for to be a part of their associate program. And again, we mentioned this. You sign up, you start getting custom links, you can put them in your YouTube description, and then you can make money. And so here's an example of somebody who's part of our community, Jabin. He's got a barbecue channel. And so he's got this video, best barbecue accessories, gifts for dad, and he'll promote it during Father's Day and stuff. So he just does the video. There he is, sitting on his porch, talks about he loves barbecue. Again, he's building.
Oh, me apresuré demasiado, muy lejos. Ay, el barco no va. Oh, no, qué mierda, voy a estar allá. No voy a llegar, ¿no? No puedo salir al barco. Tamaño y gente. Ay, lo peor es que no llega primero que yo. Oh, eso parece. se fue a hacer algo. Uy, concha, tengo que irme. Cagado. Salo. Puta madre, gente acá, No. No llego. Esta puede estar escondido ese hombre. Cuidado. Habían dos acá, así que no puedo. Está ahí. Uy, conche tu madre, te vi. ¡Au, conche tu madre! ¡No! Puta, qué huevón, tenía una trampa. Ah, la cagué. Ay, me hago la cara. Ya fue. Uno, dos, me cayeron. Se me cayó la casa entonces.